So you slept all night?
I did. It was great.
He's all smiles this morning. Nothing feels better than a fresh morning poop to wake up, you know what I mean?
It's so messy down here. What time did Ellie wake up last night?
She doesn't wake up often in the middle of the night, but she woke up at 4:30 just saying, Mommy. She couldn't find her pillow. We cuddled and she went back to sleep.
Today we are not quite sure what we're going to do, but something I want to talk about today on the...
I know what we're going to do.
Oh, what are we going to do today? This is actually very typical.
Today we're going to go grocery shop. We're going to go to the animal park of the Pyrenees. And we're going to go out for lunch or dinner in the town of Lourdes. Eli will nap at 10:15 a.m.
It's basically how most of our days go. I just get in the driver's seat and look at Alyssa and say, where are we going next? But something that we thought we'd talk about today on the vlog is what it's been like so far traveling with 2 kids in an RV. Eli is shoving his hand in some type of vent right now. It looks fine. It's fine.
Totally.
Okay, now the vent's off.
He's been obsessed with that
We're
thing.
gonna put this back in there. Hopefully we can still get our deposit back. Now he's like looking in there. So what's in this thing? What are you doing? Yesterday while we were driving, Alyssa posted on Instagram just saying, hey, we have a 2-hour drive. Does anybody have any questions about traveling with kids and what it's been like so far? And there were a handful of questions. One of the top ones was around what our sleeping arrangements have been in the RV and how we set that up.
Which was like the reason why we almost didn't do this trip, because we were like, how are we going to sleep? Like, how are we going to sleep? That was the one thing we couldn't figure out. And I think we nailed it.
It's very confident.
You literally were bragging about how you slept all night last night.
I did sleep all night. I feel very well rested.
Yeah, I nailed it.
So we're going to talk about how we actually set up the RV to go to sleep.
Why does he have popcorn in his mouth, babe?
I don't know. I mean, because we shovel our face with popcorn every night. Honestly, he probably got out of the trash can. He's a little scavenger. Maybe the last people who should be filming this vlog. Okay, so we're going to do our best to answer some of those questions and hopefully a couple others about traveling with kids in RV today. Thank you. Enjoy your alone time.
It's going to be great.
How cute.
Latina.
Oui.
Unique.
What's your name?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. See you.
That was so good. Ellie's been practicing her French, so anytime we walk past people, she says, Daddy, watch my mouth. Au revoir. Last night, whenever we checked in, the gentleman who checked us in said, we have fresh baked bread and croissants in the morning. Would you like anything? So the answer was absolutely yes. I went in there this morning and they just had rows of pano raisins, chocolatines. I didn't even know what that was, but I ordered one for tomorrow and we got 2 croissants. Pretty awesome. Another thing we've tried to do on our route whenever possible is prioritize taking the kids to parks. And the last 2 campgrounds we stayed at, we've been able to park directly next to them. So there's our RV, door opens up. Come look? Okay. So we've been able to park at some really cool campgrounds with the park literally right out our door, which has been great. And this one also has bonus.
See the whole thing.
They're hungry? Is that their breakfast?
Yeah.
You say good morning? Say bonjour?
Bonjour. It's
Ooh, Ellie, this looks like a good croissant.
Is it chocolate?
No, there's no chocolate in it. It's just croissant.
Oh, baby, it's cream in it?
No, it's just a croissant, baby. There's nothing in it. It's just bread. You can see what types of pastries we've been prioritizing.
I got cream in it.
There's no cream in there, baby. This looks like it could be the best pastry of my entire trip. Ellie, did you take a bite yet? Was it good?
Look. Look.
Oh my goodness. That is yummy. Do you think we need to go to the zoo? There's animals here. We could just look at these animals.
No.
You wanna
We don't go to a zoo.
We need to go to the zoo?
Yeah.
So
So
look
we
at,
can see a water animals. My dogs live in those. I don't do it. Don't walk around. Stay down. Don't move.
so we're gonna hang out here and play for a little bit and then to the Lourdes Zoo. get so good at swinging. What is that?
I had to wake him up because it had already been 2 hours.
Daddy.
Alright, Ellie, car seat.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, I love it. How we doing, Eli?
I got
Are we
this.
good? You got everything?
Yes.
Okay. What a view. All around. Very classy looking zoo entrance. Fall is right around the corner, so you're starting to see swatches of red on the mountains, trees turning yellow and red. It says entrance right here.
There's food.
I'm sure we can access the food from also after we go inside.
So
Yeah.
Elsa ice cream?
Oh, Elsa ice cream. That'll get you every time. You see one? About 4 years ago now, Heath and I were doing a project with the tourism board up in Canada, and it involved us needing to go to a zoo and get photos to go in this trip guide for like where to stop as a family. And we didn't have kids at the time. It was just Heath and I walking around, families everywhere. That was like the first conversation we really had, like, I think we really want kids, like soon. And then 9 months later, here was Ellie. It's kind of surreal to now be traveling in a foreign country again and at a zoo, but now I've got 2 little ones here.
Ellie.
And seeing a zoo through their eyes, all these animals they've never seen, is pretty magical.
Daddy, won't do a bed.
This is the closest I've ever been to a bear. Also, this wire is very low, and it is not that big of a ditch down here.
Yeah, I'm like, how is this not fully enclosed?
Sometimes you go to the zoo and there's like a tiny little bear hiding in the corner, and you're like, oh man, that was a bummer because you didn't get to see it. This is the opposite of that. Whatever the opposite of that is. 3 bears just pacing right in front of you with the
that was
small
like
fits.
10 feet away,
I know.
maybe. Ellie, are you having a good day?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite animal?
A flamingos in a pelican.
Probably the best thing about this zoo is that it's here in the Pyrenees, and it's basically like we're hiking and then seeing all this amazing wildlife because we're surrounded by mountain vistas. And it's steep, so it feels like a workout. It is a workout. More so for Heath, he's pushing the stroller. He's just smiling.
Successful zoo visit. Everyone had a great time.
Phenomenal.
Alyssa said it was the best zoo she's ever been to.
I can think of 4 zoos I've ever been to in my life. This was the best one. Next stop, the grocery store. We have 2 diapers left. Let's go get some food. You hungry? Thank you.
Alyssa picked up a rotisserie chicken, and we're gonna sit out here at the campsite because we have a beautiful setting, but we're gonna do our best to get into the actual town of Lourdes and go explore it tomorrow or the next day.
It's nice to not have to cook. Having to reheat, but I'm not
Yeah.
having to cook.
Ellie is somewhere on the playground. I can't see her, but
It's so nice to get a campsite, like literally right next to the playground.
Yeah.
Parenting made easy.
Are you going to get your sister, buddy?
Do you want to sleep in these tonight?
Yeah.
Toss them in the front. Comes the off-limits zone once the kids go to sleep, so we gotta get everything out that we need.
So how do we sleep in this rig?
This is the kids' bedroom. The actual bedroom has been commandeered by the children. It's a lot safer. Ellie can climb in and out of the bed. It's not gonna fall out of the bed. Not worried about her. Eli will fall all day long. It's like his preferred method of travel. So we grabbed this tent on Amazon that's like completely mesh, so super breathable, and keeps him in whenever he's sleeping. Just zip this up, and then whoever's in there, they have to sleep all night. That's the rule. Hey! One of my smarter ideas. Before we left our house, I found a bungee cord in our garage. So it's bungeed underneath the mattress, so it's not going anywhere.
Ellie has roughhoused in this thing like crazy, and it has not moved to the point where I would feel like he could knock it off the bed or be unsafe.
And in addition to sleeping back there, we've got this little divider window. And also this door folds back here. And with both of these closed, it actually blocks a fair bit of noise. So while we're up here at the front in the cab, we can eat snacks, hang out, and then our bed comes down from the ceiling. And it's actually been pretty comfortable for both of us sleeping up there. The hardest thing has been trying to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because basically what you have to do is open up this door, maneuver in here in the shower without hitting this curtain that's not up right now, but normally it's like this, and then get into the shower, get to the bathroom without the kids hearing you. Most of the time, they don't wake up. So
I wish I was that way.
This was my biggest fear before we came over here, sleeping arrangements and whether or not we would get sleep, but it's actually worked out pretty well.
It's time for me to put her down. It's time for him to go eat some dinner.
I thought of Elsa hard at work thinking that was fun.
Alyssa is one of the most resourceful people I've ever met. Can obviously pack a lot of books on trips like this. And so she will go and download free kids books on her phone, like on an Elsa or Wreck-It Ralph, because that's another crowd favorite in our household. And so she downloads them and reads them to Ellie. Just as good. Maybe not just as good as having the big books, but it works pretty well.
Night-night. Night-night. I love you.
I think everybody is very wiped.
It was the mountain.
That
we
zoo really
climbed.
undersold the fact that they were on a mountain, a beautiful mountain, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
We got several different kinds of chocolate from the grocery store today. I just went and I didn't know, she didn't speak any English, I spoke no French, so I just pointed and said, she pointed, and then I said we.
This is just like dark chocolate fudge.
So,
Kind of the ideal chocolate.
okay, not bad. I like the bears today.
I hated the bears today. That was absolutely terrifying. I've always wanted to go to Katmai National Park.
No, you don't.
I will never go there now.
I would go, but
I will
not
go
with the
to
kids.
all of the national parks except for Katmai. No, can't handle that. Just being near that zoo exhibit was too stressful.
The bears were literally behind my shoulder today, licking their lips, staring at me. As I walked, they paced with me. The closest I've ever been to a bear, hands down. I think my favorite part of the day, though, was right after we left the bear exhibit, there was these red pandas, and Ellie loves a movie that has pandas in it. And she was literally jumping up and down.
And then she saw the monkeys. This chocolate with coffee in it is like espresso flavored.
It's really good.
It's really good. Highly recommend. I'm just going down the box. I think there's something spicy in this one. You try it. The back of my throat is burning.
We're clearly getting distracted from filming the vlog because there's chocolate out.
Can we change our YouTube channel?
Just chocolate reviews.
Yeah. That one is spicy. Wait for it on your throat.
I tasted
Right?
it. Yeah.
I don't taste anything spicy flavor-wise, but my throat is on fire right now.
It's definitely not on fire. But I can feel it.
Fire. We're not done. I only reviewed 3 out of 5.
I have to
only
change
like
the
milk
thumbnail of
chocolate.
this vlog to Heath and Alyssa eat popcorn and review chocolate from French grocery store. We're going to finish eating this chocolate and drinking our wine and eating our popcorn and go to sleep.
This is what the people want, Heath. Let me review the last one. You try this one. Tell me this out the fanciest version of a Reese's you've ever had.
It's almost got a fudgy taste.
They're all very fudgy.
I taste no Reese's on that one, but they all pair well with my popcorn.
This one's got some hazelnut in it. It's just okay. It's very milk chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate.
I already like the fact that there's some texture on this one.
Oh, look at you. Chocolate reviewer. I'm going to start this as a YouTube channel. It's going to be called Chocolate Around the World.
I like the texture. I would give a handshake. Ooh, that was my favorite one.
You can have it. It's my least favorite one.
Okay. But I think this is a natural place to end today's vlog. The kids are quiet. They're both in bed. As you can hear, we literally just put them down. Eli's
Neither
not
of them
screaming.
cried when we put him down to sleep.
That's a win.
Yep. That's a sign of a good day.
Yeah. Just get them really tired.
That's terrible advice.